12 radical cultural differences between China and the United States. 1. China treats its seniors differently. Many families live with several generations under one roof. This is seen as a sign of respect. Young people aren't eager to move out. Youth culture in general is not celebrated. 2. The Chinese avoid confrontation. There's nothing more important than saving face. Yelling or even raising your voice is unacceptable, but so is showing any kind of disagreement. This makes doing business tricky. Chinese executives will often avoid giving a straight answer. Arguing to prove a point is seen as rude. 3. Chinese toilets can be scary for an American. Many bathrooms in China have squat toilets. These are basically holes in the ground. They're found even in luxurious places. Hand soap and tissue paper are also somewhat uncommon. 4. Public bathroom breaks are a thing. It's normal to let children urinate and defecate in the streets in China. They simply go on the nearest lawn. Hacking and spitting on the sidewalks is also common. The younger Chinese are less likely to do it though. 5. Staring is a part of life. In China, it isn't considered rude to stare. Any Westerner will get stared at. A casual hello will usually snap them out of it. 6. The social hierarchy is immutable. In China, everyone knows their place. There's no crossing the line. Different classes do not socialize with each other. This is reinforced by authoritarian government control. 7. Humility is more important than pride. Humility is a revered virtue in Chinese culture. Success is often downplayed. Failures often require a public apology. 8. Punctuality is not a thing. The Chinese rarely care about schedules. If a meeting starts or ends late, no one bats an eyelash. The same approach extends to deadlines. If a report is due on Friday, don't expect to receive it on Friday. 9. Multiculturalism is not popular. The vast majority of the population are ethnically Han Chinese. Other native cultures are viewed as inferior. Any cultural differences must be downplayed or suppressed. This is also a government policy. Don't expect to see Tibetan or Uyghur culture celebrated in China. 10. The notion of personal space is non-existent. The Chinese are used to cramped living spaces and transportation. They don't find physical contact offensive. Of course, Chinese cities are very densely populated. Don't be shocked when people push you in a crowd. 11. Dining rituals are complicated. Where you sit at the table is very important. The boss always sits with their back facing away from the entrance. The second in command will sit on either side of them. The person with their back to the door is the one who will pay. Drinks are served warm or hot. The Chinese don't drink cold beverages. Rice is served at the very end of a meal, if at all. It's considered filler food and rarely ordered when dining out. Tipping is not necessary and may be seen as rude. 12. Tap water is not potable. China doesn't have clean drinking water, so you have to rely on bottled or boiled water. This can be a problem in rural areas. Have you ever been to China?